guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I am going to walk you through sewing the Churidar Pajama, which is the pant for the suit, Punjabi suit that I sewed last week. I will try my best to walk you through the instructions on a piece of paper and then show you how I do it on the material, because it might be a bit confusing, because actually sewing a Churidar Pajama is a lot easier than sewing a Punjabi suit, but because there are more measurements, so in my head, which means more difficult, more complicated. Hit the bell notification button and subscribe down below, because I will be doing more of these videos in the future. We'll need the measurement from the waist, where our waist normally sits, up till the floor. So mine's going to be about 38 inches, and then you need the widest part of your hip measurement. Mine's 40, divide that by 4, I get 10 inches. You will also need the measurement from your waistline to your knees. So mine's going to be at 21 inches. From there, where the widest part of my hip is, which is around the 11-inch mark there. And then from there, I'll need the crotch line. My crotch line sits somewhere again. The easiest way to get crotch line is to do one of these, and then whatever number you get, where your waist sits till the other side, you divide that by 2. So I got 26 inches, so divide that by 2, so my crotch line sits at 13 inches. And then you'll also need the measurement of your hip. The widest part of my hip is about 26, and then divided by 2, I'll get 13 inches. And then my knee, I'm gonna say it's 18, not too tight, 18. Divide that by 2, I will get 9. And then of course I will need the measurement of my ankle. I'm gonna make it a bit loose, so I'm gonna say 10 inches, and then divide that by 2, I will get 5. Your length, which is 38 inches, which is the length from your waist to the floor. You will need your hip circumference, which mine was 40, divided by 4 is 10, plus about 2 inches of ease, I get 12 inches. And then my crotch was 26 inches from the front to the back, so divide that by 2, I get 13 inches. The circumference of my thigh, with some ease, was 24 inches, divide that by 2, I get 12 inches. The circumference of my knee was 18 inches with some ease, so I get, divided by 2, I get 9 inches. The distance from my waist to knee was 21 inches. Circumference of my ankle was 10 inches, divide that by 2, I get 5 inches. Now these are the measurements that we'll need. Pretend this is 2-meter fabric. We fold it in half first, lengthwise, and then we fold it on the bias, just like that. The reason we sew it on the bias is because we're gonna cut the Churidar Pajama or Churidar pants on a bias. If you do not sew it on a bias, you're not gonna be able to bend your knees when you sit down. Not good. Okay, so now let's start at the pointy end, which is here, 5 inches there, right here. So that's 5 inches. That's your ankle. From your ankle, that 5 inches, you need to go up 9 inches. And this 9 inches right here is what creates the fold on a Churidar Pajama, and then you draw another straight line from there. Now from here, you're going to go up 38 inches, which is the length of your Churidar Pajama, with what you wanted it to be. That's 38 inches right there. Draw a straight line. So this is your waist. But because I'm folding a very big piece of paper, most often when you use 2 meters, you're not going to be able to go all the way up till there, because your fabric might end somewhere here, and that's okay. From that waist end, you're gonna go down 6 inches, and that 6 inches is for the waistband, or it's called belt. So draw a straight line there. That's 6 inches. Go down 6 inches from the tip of the waist, right? And from there, you're going to find your crotch. And remember, the crotch is 13 inches from the waist. So here's your waistline. 13 inches down will give you that. This is your crotch line. And when you go down your waist 6 inches here, this line here will become my hips divided by 4, and with some ease, I get 12 inches. I'm going to go up 12 inches right there. So that's 12 inches, and that's my crotch line. From the crotch line, we're going to go down 3 inches. Please stay with me here. You will see what I mean. This is 3 inches this way. And that will become your upper thigh, okay? And because my thighs were 12 inches circumference, so I draw a straight line, 12 inches up there. There, that's my thigh. So sometimes you can have your hips way bigger than your thigh, and you draw a line like that, but mine is just straight, and that's okay. From the waist to my knee was 21 inches, right? And the circumference of my knee was 18 inches. Divide that by 2, I get 9 inches. So I have 9 inches right there. And then you see it starts taking a shape. from there all the way to your, ankle, you kind of have to do like a curve just by hand. What you should use is a curved French ruler, which goes this point here to the ankle and even curving out a little bit at the tip of the ankle like that, like so. And then from this part here, ideally you should curve it just slightly like that. And the reason you do that, so here is a right angle, and then you go up and curve it a little bit. And the reason you do this is because when you go to fold it in on itself, when you do the hemming, then it folds really nicely. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to cut all the way from here till there. So you're going to give a 1 inch or half an inch seam allowance. I like to give half an inch seam allowance on the top here, but 1 inch seam allowance, and for the hemming just half an inch seam allowance. So now you go ahead and cut that part out. And you get something like this. Now you get 2 pieces of this. This is where it starts forming like a pant, but now you need the belt. With whatever fabric you have left, you probably won't have that much of a fabric left. Usually this is what you have left, like bits and pieces like that, and that's okay. With the bits and pieces, for the belt, you're not going to cut it on a bias, you're going to cut it on the grain line. For my belt, the circumference of my belt, of my hips, was 40 inches plus 2 with some ease. I get 42 inches. Now divide that by 2 is 21 inches. I'm going to go 21 inches. That's 21 inches. And I'm going to go, and my belt height was 6 inches plus 2 inches for the top of the belt to fold to put the elastic in. 6 plus 2 is 8 inches plus another 1 inch for hemming. So I'll be doing it at 9 inches. You can go up 10 inches just to be safe, but let's go up 9 inches here. So the belt is 6 inches plus 2 inches for elastic plus 1 inch for seam allowance. The total is 9 inches. And then you're going to cut that out. You will have 2 pieces and you will sew them together on the side. You will be having 2 of this, which will be the top of the belt, and then you will have these 2. And what you will be doing first and foremost is sewing these at the legs, and then once that's sewn, you will turn this right side out and then put this into that and sew them at the crotch so they are sewn right sides facing one another. Turn them out, and once they're turned out, they're going to look like that, and you're going to have this. You're going to sew this at the side and then put this into that like that, and you're going to fold, and you're going to sew the back first. Okay, you're going to sew the back first, whatever fits into the back, and then from this point onwards to the front, you're going to fold them like so, as many folds as it would allow you. So looks like I can make 3 folds here. Usually I make about 4 folds on my cloth. This is just paper, so it's difficult. And then yeah, you'd get something. This is really hard to do on paper, but you will see what I mean when I'm folding it, when I'm doing it on the fabric. And that's it guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll be back with more videos. I will see you again next week. I hope you have a really great weekend and a week ahead. Bye!